My dear friends in the Lord, throughout the year, I have continued to visit our parishes and schools, celebrating Mass, speaking with parishioners, and visiting classrooms. These visits demonstrate to me that we are blessed with strong and vibrant faith communities. I am most grateful for the welcome and hospitality that I have received as your bishop, and as bishop, I need your help. This weekend, the Gospel of St. John speaks to us of the risen Christ, revealing himself to his disciples at the Sea of Tiberias. He shows them where to fish, he shares a meal with them, and he directs Peter and his disciples to follow him. It is a passage that is rich in imagery and meaning as we celebrate the season of Easter. As heirs of those first witnesses, we too are called to proclaim that Christ has died and is risen, and we are called to follow him. Much of this will take place in your own parish community each day. But parishes cannot do it all. Our local church consists of the bishop, priests, and people gathered together in communion and common work. And the local church, in turn, must be in communion with other dioceses, in union with our Holy Father. Each year, the Catholic Services Appeal gives us all an opportunity to accomplish the mission of the Church. Our theme for the Catholic Services Appeal this year is Serve with Gladness. It is meant to reflect the joyful and thankful hearts with which we respond to the call to follow and to serve the Lord. And I invite you to prayerfully reflect on that theme and to respond with your traditional generosity to this year's Catholic Services Appeal. Your contributions will continue to support our works of charity and justice, to ensure that the needs of the poor and the vulnerable are addressed through Catholic Charities West Michigan. Catholic Social Services of Grand Rapids and Muskegon provide direct services that offer essential outreach, emergency assistance, adoption, and counseling services for families and young people throughout our 11 counties.
Catholic Social Services serves a lot of different people. They serve people through behavioral health services, counseling, preserving families, working with children through early stages of development. Of course, we're foster care, and then the end of foster care is our role, which is adoption. So we really span the whole continuum of services to people in the community. And typically these tend to be people that need a lot of help and a lot of support. So obviously, anything people can do to help with preserving family units, essentially, and then if we do have to work with children in care and then into adoption, making sure that they have the best care possible. If we don't take care of these children and these families, they probably would not get the care.
God's Kitchen is another vital outreach program. Over 30 years ago, a small group of individuals began serving soup out of the back of a Volkswagen van to feed local homeless people. From these humble beginnings emerged God's Kitchen. The diocese provided critical support to the then-fledgling outreach initiative by making it a diocesan program. The kitchen is now well established, supported through donations and volunteers from throughout the community, and is formally affiliated with Catholic Social Services.
Last year, the year 2006, we prepared and served and distributed over 205,000 meals. Now, we do have a vision here at God's Kitchen too, because we don't count our success as being when we see increasing numbers. We see that as a community challenge that we would like to reduce those numbers. And because of our new association and affiliation with Catholic Social Services, with their vast array of counseling services, we believe that we may be able to meet the needs of some of the people who may have addiction issues or mental health issues or other issues that could use some counseling. That as we connect with them, this will be a great resource for us.
Formation programs that train thousands of parish lay ministers who serve in our 102 parishes and missions are supported by the Catholic Services Appeal, along with the education of seminarians, our future priests. In June, I will ordain 3 men to the priesthood for our diocese. These ordinations are made possible by your generosity. This year, We look to initiate new efforts in evangelization and campus ministry to serve our young people on our college campuses. Each week, Sunday Mass is televised from the Cathedral of St. Andrew for the benefit of the homebound. Years ago, these services were provided as a public service by various television stations, but for some years now, media time must be purchased. The Catholic Services Appeal makes this vital ministry available. Support for our essential efforts in Catholic education and the Diocesan Tribunal also benefit from the Catholic Services Appeal. We support the Holy Father and his charities through our contribution to Peter's Pence and the Catholic Home Missions in the United States, as well as other crucial collections listed in the brochure that you have received. As we continue this great season of Easter, I thank you for your generous support of our Catholic Services Appeal in the past, and I ask for your help again today. Your gift will help us all to be the church that God calls us to be. It will enable us as God's people to serve with gladness and to follow the Lord. May the Lord bless you, and may he bless this great church of ours.